Oh, hey there. Well, good morning. So today we're going to talk about mortality and motivation. I think that's going to be the focus for today. The random, unsolicited advice. But join me as I make some cereal and try to eat it before the bowl disappears. I got to pull out my handy dandy note card. Shout out to D for these cool little pads. I don't know what they are, what they're called. Diamond memos. It's got nice paper. But anyway, let's get to the point. Let's get to the topic. Mortality and motivation. It's an uncomfortable realization that we all get older, and we're getting really old. It seems like as we get older, time just accelerates. It just goes faster, faster, and faster. I don't know if I'm the only one that's experiencing something like that, but yeah, I just feel like it's not stopping. And since we're about to go on Vendela's 30th birthday, morning summit from Costco. This is good. Mad good. Mad sugar, I think, though. But yeah, since we're about to go on Vendela's 30th birthday trip, I've been thinking about the Dirty 30 that I went on with Mateo and the gang to Atlanta, where Sway graciously hosted us and took us on a 3-day tour of Atlanta. My first experience with the Korean spa. And just like delicious food and hanging out with people, vibing, friends, good friends. He rented a van actually and took us around. Surprised us with that, which is pretty dope. Yeah, so I've just been reflecting on it in general, thinking about turning 30. She's about to turn 30. I mean, that for me, that was almost 10 years ago. And that's wild to me. Like, I just can't believe we're getting that old. Anyway, my bad, I'm going off topic. Let me talk about mortality and motivation. Man, I can't read my handwriting at all. Like, I guess these are the kind of moments, if you think about it, when you start thinking about your mortality, birthdays, because it's just a reminder of how old you are. Deaths in the family, your friends, just like knowing people that die, funerals, everyone getting older, parents getting older, kids getting older. And then you just start to think about it a little bit more because things are happening. You're going through a bunch of stuff. You're seeing all these dreams that you had disappear because you feel like you'll never attain them. When you're young, you have all these ideas about who you're going to be and what you're going to become and things that you're going to do. And you think that you'll have time to do them. And the next thing you know, you're having a midlife crisis. And then soon after that, you're probably going to be picking out your tombstone. And I think in our society, we try to hide getting old, hide aging. I guess who wants to get old? Whether it's like getting rid of wrinkles somehow, dyeing our hair, which I'm not saying you shouldn't. If that makes you feel better, do you? But I'm just gonna rock my white beard. Can you even dye your beard? Not that I have much of a beard to dye anyway. And this is probably part of the reason why I'm doing this ridiculous YouTube channel. I always wanted to do something creative, but I never really thought of myself as creative, not really artistic, just good at following directions and instructions. It's naturally what I was good at, but not naturally what I wanted to do. Like, I could follow instructions and directions, but for some reason I always wanted to break some rules. More of just to see like why those rules were there to begin with. It's kind of weird. Antisocial behavior. Anyway, going back to this whole topic of mortality, motivation. In my midlife crisis, I'm just going to try to use my mortality as motivation. And hopefully everyone else that's feeling the same can do similar things. I don't know if Vendela is feeling the same way. Like, I wonder what she's thinking, what's going through her head. And I'm planning to interview her as much as possible about these topics while we're in Italy. Maybe not interview her, but just like question her a little bit on what she's thinking, what she's feeling, and what she hopes to get out of the next decade. Damn, I need to work on my handwriting. But yeah, I'm just curious. I'm going to be asking Vendela more about what her thoughts are on the past 30 years, what her hopes are for the next 30 years, and then also just how she's going to try to be present too right now. I mean, when thinking back when when I turned 30, I felt like a little kid still. I mean, I looked like a little kid. When I look back at those pictures from the Dirty 30 in Atlanta, I was wearing this suit. It wasn't really a suit but it was too small for me. I think the jacket was from Gap, and then like the pants were from Banana Republic, and I just put them together. They were different shades of blue. I don't think anyone noticed. But anyway, I put it together. I rocked it for the weekend because I always thought it was fun to wear a suit, but I couldn't afford a nice suit. So I put this whatever together, and it was kind of fun for the weekend, but I felt like a little kid playing grown up. But to take it back to mortality and motivation, I don't know. I don't think I was as intentional for the past 39 years. Or maybe I was, but like chasing something weird, wrong. Yeah, just reflecting on the past 30 years, I think these next 30 years, for me specifically, I'm going to try to relive my childhood and pursue stuff that I would have wanted to do as a kid. I know this sounds reckless and irresponsible, but I want to be creative. I want to be an artist. I want to write. And that's the funny thing about doing all this stuff. If I start to do it the way that I want to, I get to write because I'll be writing out shot lists and scripts. I get to be creative even though I can't draw. Maybe I'll start to draw and paint again. Not that I ever could do either of those. I just want to do something that's kind of fun, that I find fun. Like I was saying in a previous video, that's something that where I finish doing it, I get energized by it rather than drained. Like I think it's kind of ridiculous to have to take vacations to like recover from your life. Maybe that's just me. Yeah. So I'm trying to use mortality as a compass to guide me in the right direction, follow my vibes and energy and all that. So to pull it together, I'm probably not the only one having a midlife crisis. Vendela's probably having a quarter life crisis. Or she probably already had a quarter life crisis. I don't know what this point is now. I guess this could be her quarter life crisis. She'll probably live to be 120. Someone alive today will probably be like 150, 200 years old, maybe, based on the technology. But yeah, I'm excited for our trip. Hopefully we have fun, relax, chill, cook good food, take good cooking lessons, see some beautiful sights, drink some good wine, swim in the Mediterranean, take some nice hikes. Why can't life be like that always? I mean, if those are the things that you enjoy doing. Yeah. So that's where we are. That's what I'm thinking about. Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis, mortality, motivation. What was motivating me before was just to be successful, quote unquote, whatever that was, according to some arbitrary ideals of success. I think I'm done chasing it. I thought I was always not chasing it, but I guess I was. On to the next chapter, phase. Happy birthday, Vendela. Early birthday. It's around the corner. I'm excited to document the trip. One of the things I forgot to mention of like a long-term goal of this whole thing is maybe I could get together a group of creatives, of my friends, of David, who's a great painter, drawer, artist, Said, who I don't even know if he's still doing artistic things, maybe with food, Tom, an incredible painter and artist already in its own right, already doing murals and all this. Just, I would love to get together a group, kind of curate some kind of exhibition. That would be like a dope thing someday. So we'll see. That's just like something that was in the back of my mind, and I think that would be fun to put together. So I'm just speaking it out into the ether, and then maybe I start to think about it and figure out how to get people together. Even Mel's artistic, and she's got like costumes, and she does a lot of craft stuff. Like anything you tell her to do, she'll figure it out. So yeah, there's like a lot of creativity around me, around us, and I think that we just got to harness it and tap into it. And yeah, I've been putting it off for too long because one time in my creative writing class, I remember when we put our papers out for others to read, and then I guess it was the workshop or whenever just everyone dissected it, just putting it out there felt like I was laying naked on the table. It was wild, and I was like, this feels too uncomfortable. And so I was like, yeah, I'm good. Let me do something not so uncomfortable. But at the same time, it was kind of exciting, and And I guess I was just not cool with getting out of my comfort zone at that time. So here I am. Because I'm too comfortable these days, I'm pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone and see where we can go.